wallet. Cross-court pass, Angel Reese picks it off. It's her against no one.
Okay, it's kind of funny the WNBA posted this clip because obviously that was a double dribble, but you can find any NBA player with bloopers and clips like this, you know, traveling violations, double dribble violations. Also, Angel Reese is a 22-year-old rookie. Let's give her some grace. Like everybody, you know, on the internet always talks about giving Caitlin Clark some grace because she's also a rookie. So let's give both of them grace. But yeah, she got away with it. I mean, blame the officiating, blame the W. Also, though she did look pretty smooth while doing it, she did execute it with the underhanded soft layup, which I'm not really a fan of because I want her to go up strong, like the same way that she does the drop steps and bangs in the paint. I want her to go up strong. But she looked smooth while doing it, and she made it, so, you know, who's to complain? Angel Reese might be Rookie of the Year. Okay, so what I've noticed is just how much screen time, media time, coverage, and attention Kennedy Carter has received ever since the infamous hip check against Caitlin Clark. It just goes to show these women are not jealous of Caitlin Clark. They are thankful of Caitlin Clark. Why? More media time, more attention. Ever since that hip check, Kennedy Carter has dropped, what, 20 to 30 points a game, and she's now, like, always in the media being covered. They're interviewing her just as much as Angel Reese sometimes. Her, Angel Reese, and Camila Cardozo. So again, they're not jealous of Caitlin Clark. They're thankful for Clark. Because of Clark, everybody's getting media time. So yeah. So what I love about Angel Reese is that she's a 6'3" power forward center. She doesn't have a very good vertical. She doesn't have a great layup package, nor does she have a great shot. As you can see, she's shooting from her hip to get that power up there. And she always goes up soft with these, you know, side swooping, you know, underhanded layups. Anyways, besides all that though, regardless of those deficiencies, she's still cooking the league as a rookie, averaging a double-double every single game. You can imagine if she didn't lack any of those things, she would destroy the league, and she's already kind of destroying the league as a rookie without those things. So imagine if she could jump, imagine if she could shoot, and imagine if she could finish super strong. Whew. Scary.
The two-time defending champs, looking very much like it is Kelsey Plum.
Okay, so the league is not jealous of Caitlin Clark because that is a veteran in the league, Kelsey Plum, who, by the way, used to hold the NCAA scoring record. But showing her love, they're being cute right there on the court, giving each other a hug. And Kelsey Plum dropped 34 on Caitlin Clark in the Indiana Fever. So, you know, that was a master class. Anyways, the league is not jealous of Caitlin Clark.
Wallet. Cross-court pass, Angel Reese picks it off. It's her against no one.
Okay, it's kind of funny the WNBA posted this clip because obviously that was a double dribble, but you can find any NBA player with bloopers and clips like this, you know, traveling violations, double dribble violations. Also, Angel Reese is a 22-year-old rookie. Let's give her some grace. Like everybody, you know, on the internet always talks about giving Caitlin Clark some grace because she's also a rookie. So let's give both of them grace. But yeah, she got away with it. I mean, blame the officiating, blame the W. Also, though she did look pretty smooth while doing it, she did execute it with the underhanded soft layup, which I'm not really a fan of because I want her to go up strong, like the same way that she does the drop steps and bangs in the paint. I want her to go up strong. But she looked smooth while doing it, and she made it, so, you know, who's to complain? Angel Reese might be Rookie of the Year. Nah, we're not going to do that today. I can name a lot of women basketball players: Rickea Jackson, Cameron Brink, Daisha Fair, Kelsey Mitchell, Aaliyah Boston, Marina Mabry, Kate Martin, Asia Wilson, Kelsey Plum, Brianna Stewart, Sabrina Ionescu, Elena Della Don, Candace Parker, Candace Wiggins, you know what I'm saying, Sue Bird, Diana Taurasi. No, we're not doing that today. Okay, Caitlin Clark fans, all I'm saying is keep that same energy. Dejanay Carrington just did that a few weeks ago against Caitlin Clark. She mocked her after Caitlyn kind of flopped, off one of these chippy ticky-tack fouls, whatever. Anyways, again, these women aren't jealous of Caitlyn Clark. They're thankful for Caitlyn Clark. By the way, this is probably the first time you've seen of and or heard of Julie Van Loo. Why? She's playing hard defense on who? Caitlyn Clark, that's right. So again, these women aren't jealous. They're thankful. Just keep that same energy. Just keep that same energy. That's all I'm asking Caitlyn Clark fans. Dejanay Carrington just did that exact same mocking gesture that Caitlyn Clark did to Julie Van Loo. And Dejanay didn't hear the end of it. Is Caitlyn going to? No.
Her 12th consecutive double-double as a rookie. What can you say about her game and how she helped you tonight?
Barbie's Rookie of the Year. There's no other way to put it.
All right, you heard it here from Kennedy Carter herself, folks. Rookie of the Year, Angel Reese. ROY, Rookie of the Year. And why? Because she's been consistently averaging that double-double, and her plus-minus is just a tad bit better than Caitlyn Clark's, even though Caitlyn Clark has been phenomenal. And shout out to Caitlyn Clark for just notching that historic triple-double.
I've been smoking gas and I got I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The hate for this woman in my comment section is absolutely unprecedented, and it blows my mind. And it just goes to show that people don't know basketball and their job.
And Clark. I mean, that's clear.
All right, what you got to understand about this play from Kennedy Carter that wasn't on the ball is that she was pissed that Caitlyn Clark kept throwing elbows on these box outs, because if you actually watch Caitlyn Clark play, she likes to elbow a lot during box outs, and that's why Kennedy Carter was pissed. That's why she gave her a hip check. Also, Kennedy Carter is smart, because we've been hearing about Kennedy Carter a lot in the media ever since the hip check. So, again, they're not jealous of Caitlyn Clark. They're thankful for Caitlyn Clark.
Shot clock is off. Angel Reese has 4.
All right, so you're telling me that the New York Liberty are not jealous of Angel Reese when they're collapsing 3 to 4 people on her in the last seconds of the game, when they're already up by 16 to 18 points. So just letting Angel Reese having a bucket is not a big deal. I get it. At the end of the day, you want to always be competitive and never let your opponent score, but yeah. Or if you don't like that analysis and breakdown, the idea that people are not game planning and checking for Angel Reese is ludicrous and hilarious. She has a high basketball IQ. She runs the floor extremely well. She always knows how to fill lanes and fill the gaps correctly. She also is probably the best in the league at correctly sealing off and icing her defenders at the low post, at the low block. If you get Angel Reese at the low block, it's over with. Oh, and not only that, there's a fascinating video by the YouTuber Awful.
You know what you wanted and how to go get it without being caught. Kiss that, kiss that, kiss that.
So she grabs all of her own missed shots, and those are her rebounds. Yet, if you look at this clip, she literally prevented 4 of the other opposing team from grabbing that rebound. So either she is exceptional at rebounding, or the only reason she's grabbing her own missed shots is because the other team literally can't rebound better than one player. 4 to 5 other players can't rebound better than one player, which is Angel Reese. That really is what the narrative should be, but y'all just want to be haters. Follow for more basketball takes. Well, wait a minute. I'm confused. I thought, wait, are we supposed to be playing hard defense on Clark, or are we not supposed to be playing tough defense? Do you want to just let Clark do whatever she wants and nobody should be guarding her? I'm confused. If I was playing in the WNBA and I had 2 free throws, I would, and I was also guarding Caitlyn Clark, I would make sure that, what are we shaming people here for again? Is this your hero and savior, everyone? That toddler will probably never pick up a basketball again because Caitlyn Clark rejected him. I'm just kidding. Love Caitlyn Clark, a fan of Caitlyn Clark. Follow for more basketball takes. Shout out all my Dukes and Duchesses. All right, yeah, I'm laughing a little bit because obviously at the end there, she could have gone up stronger and not so softly. And then, I mean, she still drew the foul anyways, so give her credit for that. But also, great instincts. You see how Breanna Stewart wasn't protecting the ball well enough, so A&R came in, stripped it, flew down on the court really well. Didn't double dribble, by the way, to all you haters out there. So, yeah, killing it again. Shout out all my Dukes and Duchesses. Follow for more basketball takes.
Mama Steph is her nickname.
Van Loo comes up with the steal. She'll call her own number.
And this is where we discuss the women's game of the WNBA is actually sometimes a little bit more physical, and what they get away with in terms of calls is just a little bit different than the men's game. So I will argue that the women's game is actually a bit more physical. As you can tell, Caitlin Clark pushed off with that armbar, but they didn't call it on her. But also Julie Van Loo kind of got into her space, and they could have called the reach-in foul on Julie Van Loo as well. Now, they didn't call the reach-in foul on Julie Van Loo. She got the steal. She popped the tray. But keep in mind, again, these women are not jealous of Caitlin Clark. They're thankful for Caitlin Clark. The whole reason I know about Julie Van Loo now, because I don't really watch the Washington Mystics like that, but the whole reason I know about Julie Van Loo now is because of why? That hard defense she plays on Caitlin Clark. Shout out all my Dukes and Duchesses. Follow for more basketball takes.
Cameron Brink, 6'4". This is her 7th triple.
Hey, you got tall women that can shoot the 3 ball in the WNBA too. There's Cameron Brink that, if you heard the announcer, she said that Cameron Brink, well, she just tore her ACL, so she'll be out until next season. But Cameron Brink, before she got injured, had taken like barely any total dribbles off all of her made shots. So that's impressive. She's kind of like a Dirk Nowitzki in that sense. She can just like catch the ball, score it, or dish it back out. But, you know, very little turnovers and very little dribbling. So, yeah. Shout out to Cameron Brink. Hope she comes back for next season. And it's a lot of fun seeing her on the LA Sparks.
But you got no confidence like me. Really wanna
Hey, I hope the entire fan base of Caitlin Clark and the entire fan base of Angel Reese see this clip. First time on the same team, the All-Star Game, Team WNBA. We're seeing here Caitlin Clark assisting Angel Reese for the layup. And guess what? Angel Reese, she caught the pass and she made the layup. Right side, right hand. All right, haters, stop hating. WNBA, follow for more basketball takes. Shout out all my Dukes and Duchesses.
Was right there, and Aaliyah told us earlier today she gets really mad about missed shots. I'm sure she's...
All right, a lot of you were in my comments hating, say that I'm only giving credit to one type of player, so obviously I had to make a video congratulating Caitlin Clark on her 19 assists, setting a WNBA record as a rookie. That's pretty incredible. Yeah, so, you know, and her teammates have been catching her passes, and they have been making these buckets, so, you know, lay off. Okay, obviously these two are some of the future of the league, but I just find this clip funny because obviously like Kate Martin has a lot of love for her girl Caitlin Clark, right? But you can kind of just tell from the energy, like all my true hoopers know, Kate Martin, she was nervous right there. Like she was like really trying super hard to make sure that she was doing a good job guarding her old friend and college classmate, teammate, Caitlin Clark. Shout out Kate Martin, shout out Caitlin Clark, shout out all my Dukes and Duchesses. Follow for more basketball takes. All right, this is funny. Of course, I want all the Caitlin Clark fans and the Angel Reese fans to see this. Caitlin Clark, she missed a half-court shot. Guess who made hers? Angel Reese. I'm just playing. It's inconsequential. They're on the same team. It's a Team WNBA practice. At the end, they were taking bets who'd make a half-court shot. Although, if you notice, Caitlin Clark was trying to take another one of those half-court shots, and she wasn't about to high-five her teammate. She was salty that the Angel Reese made the half-court shot.
Here's Clark thinking about a bomb, the hesitation, the take, the lead, Reese the...
All right, when I saw this last night, I knew I'd have to wake up the next day and make a video about it. This play by Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese on the Team WNBA for the WNBA All-Star Game might go down, no, not might. Mark my words, this play will go down as one of the most important plays in all women's sports history. Why? Let me break it down for you right now. Ever since LSU versus Iowa in 2023 for the national championship game for the women's NCAA, there's been this rivaled fan bases between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. And if you look at the comments of all of my videos that I've made about basketball and all my takes, the past 20 videos, men in my comments like wildfire, and they hate Angel Reese. They're racist against Angel Reese, and then, you know, there's some people that just hate Caitlin Clark and hate women's hoops in general. Anyways, this was iconic. This was paramount. This broke racial barriers. This helped.
Imagine losing a game by 70 points and your opponent throws down a dunk after the buzzer.
15-year-old girls are dunking in AAU now. I couldn't even dunk until I was 16, 17 years old, and I can't even dunk now. So put some respect on women's hoops. Watch the WNBA. They're really hooping. Stop hating. Shout out all my Dukes and Duchesses.
Up with a stop. Here's Clark with some space. Thought about taking, wanted to, and did it.
Hey, Caitlin Clark fans, are you seeing this? I'm just playing. In all due reality, though, the narrative's gotta stop, y'all. The narrative's gotta stop, and there's proof right there. Angel Reese sitting on the bench. She jumped up and she cheered for Caitlin Clark because she thought Caitlin Clark was gonna pop that 3 ball, but she didn't. She passed it off to a teammate. Just further proof. Going to show that these women are not jealous of Caitlin Clark. They're thankful of Caitlin Clark. Enough with the rivalry between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. When you see them on the same team, it's the dream. Shout out all my Dukes and Duchesses. Follow for more basketball takes.
Always has the right of way. Okay, and if there's any contact made in the air, that's a foul.
Again, why do we know about Julie Van Loo on the Washington Mystics? Because she played hard defense against who? Caitlin Clark. Anyways, this play is hilarious. It reminds me of, what is it? I think the Kobe Bryant play where he bounced it off somebody's back, caught the ball, and made the shot. She did the same thing, bounced it off the player's back, caught the ball, came in, woo! Made that little jumper. It's a dope shot, it's a dope play. If pulled off, and you know, you don't mess it up and create a turnover, if you pull that play off, it's always flashy, it's always dope. Again, shout out all my Dukes and Duchesses. Go watch the WNBA.
That's a dunk.
That's a dunk. That's a
To expect that from Potato.
Alright, if you're ever bored, sometimes there's nothing funnier than going to the comment section of a netball video and just seeing how many Americans have no idea what's going on. Can you imagine the hijinks if you were allowed to inbound the ball to yourself and then score in basketball? What is that sport? Wait a minute, hold up, stop. That is so offensive. Sabrina Ionescu picking up Caitlin Clark, full court? No. That is so mean and disrespectful. She's a rookie. She doesn't deserve that. She is a rookie. Sabrina must not want to get paid. I'm telling you, like, these women must not want to get any checks in the WNBA. Like, picking up a rookie full court, picking up the most popular basketball player on the planet full court. What are you doing? You know how mean and rude that is? Gosh, these women must really not want to get paid. They're so jealous of Clark. Picking up a rookie full court? Oh my God. Okay, so for all the haters, AR caught an offensive rebound here, by the way, an air ball, a flagrant air ball. Her teammate airballed the basketball, she catches it. She's got 3 defenders right there. Reverse layup after a couple drop step dribbles, and she's bodying the defenders up with and then she does the reverse layup. How is that not an offensive package? How is that not fundamental skill? Regardless of how many layups she misses, she's clearly capable of doing that. So put some respect in the WNBA. Shout out all my Dukes and Duchesses. Follow for more basketball takes.
EG left alone. Coach Tibbetts won.
So Brittany Griner always gets a lot of hate, and I was curious because I know she's dunked in an NBA game before, and I had to look it up because I had to know how many total dunks have there been in WNBA history. Okay. 37 total dunks. People like Sylvia Fowles, Lisa Leslie have dunked before. But of the 37 total WNBA dunks, check this crazy fact and stat line out, right? Brittany Griner has 23 of the entire 37 total dunks in WNBA history. So that is something that is just holy F. Mind-blowing. Put some respect on Brittany Griner. Put some respect on the WNBA. Watch the WNBA. They're dunking, specifically Brittany, clearly. Shout out all my Dukes and Duchesses. Watch for more basketball takes. Now, I've Now, as I've said before, women are dunking. There's been about 40 dunks in the WNBA's history. 23, 27 of those are Brittany Griner's. My prediction, if it's that easy to dunk for Kiki Ariafen, by the time Kiki Ariafen gets into the WNBA, she'll probably have at least 40 dunks of her own in her career, which would be crazy for the entire WNBA's history. But anyways, women are dunking. Shout out all my Dukes and Duchesses. Follow for more basketball takes.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. They not.
All right, the most hilarious part is 99% of you jumping in my comments can't even do that with 10 tries. So shout out all my Dukes and Duchesses. Follow for more basketball takes.
Has 15 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists herself. Clark, a bomb.
All right, probably the greatest thing about Caitlin Clark, besides all of the new viewership of the WNBA, is the idea that because she shoots long bombs from 3, it really actually empowers the entire league and all of the sharpshooters and all of the all of the sharpshooters and all of the snipers league-wide to start shooting from even longer range as well. And it also, makes the coaches feel more at ease too, because if Caitlin Clark can be successful doing it, then Kelsey Plum can launch long ones, Kelsey Mitchell can launch long ones, Sabrina Ionescu can launch long ones, Stephanie Dolson can launch long ones, Julie Van Loo can launch long ones, Rachel Banham can, Raina Mabry, list goes on and on. All the snipers in the league, they can start shooting from further away from the three-point line. Why? Because Caitlin Clark has popularized it similarly to Steph Curry, and that is probably the most fascinating thing about Caitlin Clark. Shout out all my Dukes and Duchesses. Talk to any woman hooper if they want the rim to be lower than I doubt that anybody really wanted 9 feet.
Something that you practiced with Kelsey, that behind the back? Nah, that was crazy though. I'm just glad I made the layup.
Hey, it looks like Caitlin Clark and her teammates are finally catching those passes. That was a crazy sniper of a pass from Caitlin Clark. But that was honestly a crazier behind the back pass with the left hand from Kelsey Mitchell. And the layup was made. There was no smoking of the layup. So that was dope. No, you got to give props to this Indiana Fever team. They are pretty fire. And they're playing an electrifyingly high-paced, fast-paced form of basketball. And honestly, for anybody else out there with the savant basketball mind like me, doesn't it remind you of the Phoenix Suns from 2005, 2006, 2007? Anybody? Shout out all my Dukes and Duchesses. Follow for more basketball takes. And check out all my music. Yeah, that's a clean move because all my hoopers know that is called a veer step. It's totally fine. That's definitely a clean move. Got to be a hooper savant to know that is called a veer step. Okay, seriously though, on the real, this has nothing to do with the actual breakdown of this basketball play or anything like that, but yo, when did we start getting mountains on jerseys? Like mountaintops, lasers, wind? Hey, Caitlin Clark just tugged at the heartstrings of the entire media for that one. Rookie of the Year. Yep, she just won it. Rookie of the Year. I mean, when you're a national treasure like that, when you're a godsend with that personality, I mean, Angel Reese, you can't compete. Anything Angel Reese does is automatically like, oh, she ghetto. She ghetto. But anyways, yeah, Caitlin Clark just won Rookie of the Year.
She doesn't need screens. She doesn't need sets run for her. She can create her own.
Do trash basketball players set perfect screens like that? Do trash hoopers make perfect rolls to the hoop like that? And do trash basketball players make perfect layups against 6'7" Chinese women like Lee like that? And do trash players convert the and one? You know, these are all real thought-provoking questions we gotta ask ourselves. But no, shout out AR. That was a dope screen, dope roll, dope lay. Didn't miss the bunny, and she had a 6'7" Chinese Olympian guarding her right there. Shout out all my Dukes and Duchesses. Follow for more basketball takes and check out all my music. Oh, and hit the link in the bio to buy my album Chrome Adrenaline today.
Reese lines up a three.
Well, when Dukes Duchesses of the LA Sparks sags off of Angel Reese like that, and everybody in my comments and so many basketball fans around the world are trashing AR, saying she can't shoot, dribble, no fundamentals, no coordination, can't play, bricks all her layups, can't score, liability, this, that, and the third, pretty much everything, right? I've heard it all, and a lot of it is in my comments. But yeah, again, when Dukes Duchesses sags off like that, You don't think Angel Reese has a jumper? You don't think she can shoot? Whew. She's gonna prove you haters wrong every time. And that's probably my favorite thing about Angel Reese. She's gonna prove you haters, just like me. You're gonna prove you haters wrong every time. So keep sagging off, like Saginaw. Keep thinking that I can't shoot. Shooting that little rock from Arkansas.
Player to be aware. The miss. A second chance opportunity.
Good morning, all my Dukes and Duchesses. And what did we see right there? Great instincts from AR. She went to the right side, filled that lane correctly, got the nice little dish pass right there underneath the rim. Perfect layup, clean, no problems about it. And hey, she's gonna be doing a lot more of that. She's gonna be doing a lot more of that, especially with that 17 points, 19 rebound performance. Yes, she did shoot 6 from 16, but the night when they played the Aces and she went 4 from 12, which again, these aren't good field goal percentages. I'm not saying they're good. They're not good percentages when she's doing that. But A'ja Wilson goes 8 for 24. So
some good length on the perimeter on Caitlin. That is a tough pass.
All right, so part of the Caitlin Clark effect is that, you know, we're all becoming more familiar with other hoopers, right? I would say that another WNBA player who's also a rookie also has this effect, but we won't talk about that right now in this video because I know you're about to flame the comments. Regardless, Lexi Hull, put some respect on Lexi Hull. She's been hooping. I wouldn't be familiar with her as a hooper or a player if it wasn't for Caitlin Clark. Again, Caitlin Clark effect. But anyway, shout out Lexi Hull. She's been hooping on the Fever. Obviously, Caitlin Clark's been hooping. They've both been hooping. Phenomenal hoopers. Shout out all my Dukes and Duchesses. Follow for more basketball takes and check out all my music.
And today, down low to Reese.
Okay, now for all the hate Angel Reese gets, she can't make a layup, she bricks all of her shots, majority of her rebounds come off her own missed shots. Why don't you guys ever give her credit when she's doing things like this? Crispy post moves, fantastic footwork, clean layup, off the glass, into the hole, into the bucket. No issue with her layup package right there. Like, that was a great move, that was crispy, that was focused, that was locked in. You guys got to stop cherry picking. Just like on the basketball court, if you're just not playing defense and you're waiting on the other side of the court to get a quick little layup pass so you can get a free, easy bucket with no defenders, that's how you analyze the game of basketball. So if you cherry pick on the court, you're also cherry picking when you observe others, and you honestly have no analysis skills and your basketball takes are whack. That's why you follow me, all right? Okay, but that court looks way too waxed to that. That's not the court's fault. There's no way that that's the court's fault. It's her shoes. I just can't see that being the court's fault. Like, what?
And Plum with the heads-up play. Martin, volleyball to Clark, ahead to Plum, all of...
Kate Money Martin, you can't teach hustle like that. You can't teach basketball IQ like that. Regaining possession of the ball, flipping it up to her teammate, and then dishing it out to Kelsey Plum for the layup in transition. Now, Kate Martin has a fascinating story. She didn't even know she was going to get drafted to the WNBA. She showed up to support her friend and longtime teammate from Iowa Hawkeyes, Caitlin Clark, and she ended up getting drafted to where? The Las Vegas Aces. And Coach Becky Hammond coined the nickname term Money Martin. Why? Because Kate Martin is always where she needs to be to make the right play at the right time. She's a selfless player, team player, and again, talk about that physicality, the WNBA. It's a physical game, all right? Don't get it twisted. Put respect in the WNBA. Shout out all my Dukes and Duchesses. Duke out. All right, I swear sometimes these types of posts are just clickbait, rage bait. I used to do this move all the time that is 1,000, 10,000, 9,000% clean. The reason why is because no matter when or where you have your pivot foot set, you are always allowed a step, one more step, and a through. So it's a step and a half. You're allowed one more step, and then the other foot has to go up, and you have to jump off the foot that you step through with. And that you can do layups with that, you can do dunks with that, you can do low post moves with that, you can do high, elbow post moves with that. Anyways, that is clean in any era. It doesn't matter. Where it gets weird with the discrepancies of like when players do step backs with dribbling the basketball and then they have gather steps. those look weird, and I can understand people's questions.
And free throws here for Alicia Gray.
What we're talking about with physicality of the WNBA, A'ja Wilson right there. Didn't even think that she hit Alicia Gray that hard, and Alicia Gray went down. They called the foul. And as you can see, A'ja Wilson is making fun of the call. She's doing some curls, like, you know, Alicia Gray, you need to get stronger when you go up into the paint with this layup package and these shots. Alicia Gray's probably like, no, that's a foul. Yeah, and then you notice that A'ja Wilson was just kind of mocking her right there. Again, this is what they do in the WNBA, y'all. It gets physical, hard fouls, they get tough. Put respect on it. Shout out all my Dukes and Duchesses. Go watch the WNBA.
Yeah, I got some traumas. Fuck it, wash away the pain with commas. I can't.
Alright, I really got to figure this out. There's no excuses for me not being able to slam dunk a basketball. That guy is 73 years old, and look at that spring. He just got up there. I need to get, you know, I probably need to do the knees over toes program, knees over toes guy, Hindu squats, more Hindu squats, consistency, building up the fast twitch. Man, that's embarrassing. But props to that, man. I want to be 73 years old, still dunking a basketball. That is phenomenal. You got to put some respect on that man. That is amazing. Everybody go watch that video that I'm remixing. Go follow that guy if possible. That's dope. Shout out all my Dukes and Duchesses. Alright, this play was crazy. Shout out A'ja Wilson for the high post, low post court vision, getting that ball to Kate Martin. Kate Martin had a great ball fake for that first defender, which she flew by her, but she just didn't notice that Ryan Howard was right behind her on the other side, coming for a crazy massive block. Almost feel bad for Kate Martin because she just got destroyed right there, but you know, we don't win them all. She had a great ball fake for that first defender. She just needed a second one for Ryan Howard, and Ryan Howard came in. She had a great contest. She had a great block, and that's how the game goes sometimes. But that play was crazy. All right, y'all are gonna hate me for saying this, but is Kennedy Carter the next Dwayne Wade? Because that's who she reminds me of. Why? The slashing ability, the similar ways that they drive to the lane and execute finishes. They're both good high-level finishers, right? Scoring 30 points a game. Kennedy Carter dropping 30 in the WNBA. Dwayne Wade dropping 30 in the NBA. They just reminded me of each other. That instinct, that pure scoring instinct. Again, you guys are gonna get pissed at me saying this, but Kennedy Carter, the next Dwayne Wade. Shout out all my Dukes and Duchesses. Follow for more basketball takes.
Every single possession, and it draws the defense in and allows for open opportunities.
Yikes, that's never fun. Yeah, if Cameron Brink hadn't torn her ACL right there, she would easily be in the running along with Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark for Rookie of the Year. 15 games into the season against the Connecticut Sun, and to go down like that, whew, that's brutal. Hope she gets back, recovered well, ready for next season. Because, yeah, she's definitely a contender for Rookie of the Year. Shout out all my Dukes and Duchesses. Follow for more basketball takes.
Yeah, I got some traumas. Fuck it, wash away the pain with commas. I can't listen to a soul.
Like, this is fire basketball. How do you not want to watch that? Las Vegas Aces starting guard Kelsey Plum in transition basketball, you know, gunning the basketball with her left hand right there to A'ja Wilson for the right side layup. Bucket in transition. You know, the defense didn't even know what was happening right there. Great play. Flashy play. Phenomenal play. That's basketball. That's dope. That's dope hoops. Watch the WNBA. Shout out all my Dukes and Duchesses. Follow for more basketball takes. Who does that? I mean, who does that? Okay, I had to respond to this video because who takes a free throw by standing at the elbow and then asking a player from the opposing team, hey, put your hands up, because basically I'll make a jump shot from the elbow, 17-footer, 15-footer, whatever, better if it's contested. That is insane. That kid, that player, props to him. He sounds like a pure scorer. But that's literally insanity. Alright, when I think about the media's coverage of the infamous Kennedy Carter on Caitlin Clark hip check, and then I see clips like that, it's a no-brainer. They're blowing the WNBA fouls and ticky-tack flagrants out of proportion. those are 15, 16-year-old AAU boys, and that was egregious. If that happened to me in a basketball game, I would think I was getting assaulted and I would want to start a fight. Anyways, the game has always been physical. Just let it be physical, but also officials call it correctly. Officiating has to be legit. And that's really the main gripe with the whole WNBA thing. But anyways, shout out all my Dukes and Duchesses. Follow for more basketball takes.
That's a big determining factor there. It was before that.
All right, my Instagram audience, let's see what you think. Was this play right here by Caitlin Clark a foul? Because personally, it seems like she pushed off. But I don't know. Because from Caitlin Clark's perspective, she was pretty angry with the refs here over this call. And she claims that Washington Mystics player actually flopped. So, yeah, I mean, you can see Caitlin shoving off. So, what is it? Was that a fair breakaway from her defender? Or was the defender, in fact, flopping? Or is that a push-off foul, offensive foul every time? Let's see what you think. Let me know. Shout out all my Dukes and Duchesses. Follow for more basketball takes. Ooh, okay, a southpaw Euro step. That's an advanced level basketball move. Only hoops junkies, absolute hoops savants do that move. Not only do you have to have just perfect layup step rhythm, you also need to have a great feel for the defenders around you at all times. Also a great feel for where you are on the court in transition when you're driving to the hole. First of all, Euro stepping in transition in rhythm isn't easy. And then also Euro stepping like that, southpaw, how he went left and then right, but on the opposite foot, that was mind-blowing. Anyways, that move is sick as hell. It reminds me of Kyrie Irving. Shout out all my Dukes and Duchesses. Follow for more basketball takes. Is that possible with the men's ball 29.5? I feel like that's only possible with a 28.5. But if I was to do that back in the day, I probably would have been going straight to the bench. However, I will say this, because of a fluke and it's still going in, always follow your shot, because had she followed the shot after she shot it, and it still goes in anyways, well, if it didn't go in, you could get your own rebound, and that's a second chance, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, I mean, that's still a bucket. Didn't happen how you wanted it to happen, but can't get too mad at that. Funny, though. Shout out all my Dukes and Duchesses. Follow for more basketball takes.
Unfortunately, our Achilles heel, like I said, is turning the ball over, live turnovers.
Yo, whoever's coaching over at the Minnesota Lynx, they need to be playing Alyssa Peely more. She is incredible. If y'all seen her play, she's got all the low post moves. She's got power. She's got great drop steps. She can body up her defenders. That's a Euro step right there in transition. She can also shoot the three ball. And yeah, just everything about Alyssa Peely, real hoopers, if you watch her play, she's fire. Anyways, put some respect in the WNBA, go watch it. Shout out all my Dukes and Duchesses. Follow for more basketball takes.
All right, what do we got here? More hardwood warrior jacking off. Let's see. Nope, clearly an air ball, and then back to the shooter with, like, what is that a 3-point shot? The ref counted as a 3. What does the scoreboard say? No, what? Give me a break. Hey, bro said, let me rock the Matrix Path of Neo pants. Hey, wait, no, these are the Hoopin' Jinkos. Nah, bro said, for real, I'm about to take you to town with these Kung Fu Kenny sweats, though. What's crazy is that my brother used to tell me this legend of Buddhist monks that would play heavy metal music in the mountains. And, I mean, I guess the closest thing you can get to that legend is a basketball game. Okay, I mean, come on. Does anybody actually enjoy Draymond doing this, like, 24 times a season? It's literally getting to the point where this type of thing happening is less surprising than him putting up a stat line that isn't a triple single. You know what I'm saying? All right, yo, is it just me, or is it like every single white American male that's younger than 1993, as soon as they discover Eminem's old music, they start doing this? It's like I have a feeling he like went back and listened to, you know, the Eminem show and Infinite. Yep, I've said it once and I'll say it again. Women are the future of basketball. Shout out all my Dukes and Duchesses. Follow for more basketball takes. Homie got rejected by basketball's Stacey Peralta. Literally rejected by Jay from Jay and Silent Bob.
Okay, like, this is what I mean when I say, like, we ruined basketball. You know what I'm saying? I mean, why does he have to break so many defenders down? Okay, it's the same defender, but he's breaking him down multiple times. He should just pass the ball. Like, what is this? He didn't make that shot. Give me a break. Look, this is why the NBA sucks now. Bring this back. Bring back hand checking. Bring back kung fu. Bring back absolute violence in the NBA. Okay, look, I'm not saying I disagree with Mr. Miyagi and the whole wax on, wax off mentality, but get your old Cobra Kai looking ass out the basket. Yeah, when they said white people have no culture, this is exactly what they were talking about. Like, literally. I don't think they were talking about anything else.